critical. I mean, you just got to be very disciplined as far as playing those zone reads and trusting your guys as well too. So there's a big trust factor that has to happen on defense, the chemistry, and then also just being in great position, pinning the near hip, getting great tackle, and getting into great tackling position on Lamar and all those other guys.
They don't only run the ball; they will throw it. With terms of the pass rush, last week they were getting rid of the ball really quickly. I think it was about 2.5 second average. What does it take? I mean, to get to the quarterback that there's probably some level, I would imagine, of frustration. You can beat your guy, but if the ball's gone, where are you? In terms of trying to get and impact the pass rush.
Yeah, the thing is, you just got to keep on trying and keep going. Until that opportunity presents itself. Like last week, Jacob, he got there early, and then the ball was getting out much more quicker than we anticipated or whatnot. So it's just a combination between rush and coverage and just all being on the same page. DBs do a great job, so guys up front can get there.
Jason Bristol.
Actually, go ahead to the next question. Sorry about that.
Cody Davis.
Hey, Whitney. After watching film of the last game, what are some key components you feel the defense can improve on that will help you guys defend Baltimore's running offense?
Gap discipline. Also, just playing solid technique as well too, and communication. One of the biggest things for us just to be on the same page always, and then just continue to get better and improve each week.
Brandon Scott.
Hey, Whitney, good afternoon, man.
Afternoon.
Hey, do you feel like you guys played fast enough in the first week? And is that something that could be a focus for y'all? Do y'all, I guess that's just point blank. Do you feel like y'all played fast enough?
That's a good question. As far as last week, probably played fast enough just to get a little bit more discipline and also just more sound in our technique, individual technique, winning on one-on-ones, things like that, and just playing better as a collective unit as well too. So, we hadn't played preseason, so that was our first time as far as having speed of the game pick up, and so I think we handled the speed of the game well. Now, problem was just giving up too many yards and all that. So we've got to move on to this week and just really focus on that as we've gone through these practices in order to be able to play some solid football all the way around between our technique, handling the speed of the game, and also just communication as well too.
Aaron Wilson.
Hey, Whitney, as a quarterback, Lamar, what makes him unique? There are lots of quarterbacks in this league, but it seems like there's not really very many that come into the league quite like him. What are some of the qualities you see in him just to make him kind of different?
Well, first of all, the kid can slide, man. He can start and stop on a dime. He's already putting a lot of guys on skates. So guys got to be very disciplined as far as the angles that they take on him. And so he's absolutely an impressive and electrifying player from the quarterback standpoint.
John McClain.
Sorry, Whitney. At times in your career, you guys have played great run defense. 2018, you're third in the league. And then last year, through the first 9 games, you gave up 84 yards a game rushing. And the last 10 games, you've given up 164. So you mentioned things like gap control. Is it a collective thing that's happened to you guys over the last 10 games? Or is it just breakdowns with different players at different times?
I'd say it's more a collective thing, and we can even go into individual breakdowns as well too. If somebody's out of their gap, they kind of exposing somebody where somebody's trying to do too much. in order to cover both guys, essentially. So everybody just has to be disciplined, and that's the responsibility of the front seven. Everybody should have the trust where they know that guy in front of them is going to have their gap, so that they can, so the guy behind them can play their responsibility as well too. So it's just being on the same page.
Aaron Reese.
Hey, when you were talking about the lack of preseason games and your answer about the speed of the game and stuff, in your experience playing that game and also watching the other games last week, if you watched any, do you feel like the setup of this offseason hurts defenses more than offenses? And if so, why is that?
The thing is, I think it goes both ways, because even offenses have not had any preseason to go against any other opponents except for their own teammates and stuff like that. And so it really comes down to who can improve the fastest, especially during game time as well too, and handling the speed of the game, playing very sound, disciplined football as well too. And of course, you've seen in the first games of the week that there was a lot of miscommunication, breakdowns in coverage, also poor execution on offenses and stuff like that. So that's something what you would expect, not having preseason games.
And kind of along those lines too, compared to when you've changed coordinators in the past in your career, where do you feel like you're at, or this defense is at in a new scheme with a new coordinator, given the unique nature of this offseason compared to more traditional years?
Yeah, as far as the defense, I think we've adjusted well to some of the new plays that we've had and stuff like that, and guys have adjusted very well into different roles and playing several different roles as well too. Pretty much this multiplicity on the defense, and it's nice. So, thing is just communication, playing very disciplined football as well too, and just playing fast, tough football.
Barry Warner. You're on mute, Barry. You're on mute, Barry.
Mute, okay. Hear me now?
Yep.
Got you.
Okay. In your career, you've played against Mark Ingram several times when he was with the Saints. What makes him so difficult to bring down?
Man, he's a tough runner, especially downhill. Keeps his feet moving. Small, but he definitely is kind of like a little bowling ball. I ain't gonna lie to you. So you got to be able to wrap him up, and 2-3 guys got to arrive too.
Thank you.
No problem.
Mark Berman.
What I just jumped on, and I think they asked you a little bit about this, but if you could go into some more detail, the challenges and the pressure a Lamar Jackson puts on defense, puts on guys like yourself.
Yeah, I mean, guy can scramble. They put the ball in his hands a lot. Also, he can start and stop on the dime as well too, and so he's absolutely an impressive player. And the whole entire offense goes on his shoulders, essentially. So for us, it's having great discipline within the run game, and great discipline within the pass game as well too.
Last question for Brandon Scott.
Can you guys hear me? I'm sorry, Woody. I actually didn't have a last question, man. I don't know. That's an error on my part, man. Thank you, man.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Aaron Wilson will finish it off.
Hey, Jamie Roots was on with us, and he was talking about the possibility of having fans. What would that mean to you guys to be able to have as many as 15,000 fans as soon as the Vikings game, if it's approved by the local government officials?
It'd be great. I mean, just to have fans there supporting us, and also just having the atmosphere back, especially during this unique time. So, having them back would be great, but just want everybody to be safe as well too.
Thanks so much, Whitney. Have a great day.
No problem.